So we've been working on these squash books, and thank you so much for everybody who sent me your samples. They're really, really wonderful. I showed you a bunch of different versions. One is just a single page journal. This is just one squash book fold. Please notice though, I put a cover on it. We're going to talk about that today. There's another squash book that I made. This is much bigger. I had some bigger paper at the time. I did one page out of a Trader Joe paper bag. You can use any paper bag. Just another way to do a squash book, right? This one is bigger, but it doesn't have a cover yet. That's okay too. I'm not up to it. All right, so this is the squash book I put together for this sample for this tutorial. Okay, so here's my squash book. I have 3 squash books put together. 1, 2, 3. And remember I said there's no right or wrong way to put them together. As long as you're putting a flat end to a flat end, you can twist them, you can turn them. And so this one is kind of twisted. I think it's a lot of fun. I really like it. I decided that this month I was going to do a doodle squash book journal for myself. Just doodling. Really, I don't want to put any words in it. I have another journal that I write things in. This one I just want to doodle. I put in, I'll add it in the seesaw, a link to Zentangles. Zentangles are a really fun, nice way to unwind and just doodle. So in this book, I put in a piece of paper. I didn't have any glue. I was not where I had glue. I had tape. This one I did have glue. I just cut paper down to stick it inside so that I can draw on. You do want to do your doodles on the side first, okay? Because I did this doodle. Guess what? I don't like it so much, so I'm not putting it in my book. So you want to get yourself some pieces of paper, cut them down to size so they fit in your book, do the doodles on them, and then somehow affix them into your squash book. Now, for paper, this was old, you know, I'm being very resourceful nowadays. This was some old printer paper that didn't work out, whatever I printed, so I cut them down. These are the inside of an envelope. I love this paper so much. How do you get the inside of an envelope? Well, I've always said the best way to figure out how something is made, see how it's constructed, is to deconstruct it. So you can just pull apart at the folds here, and voila. Now I've got, I think, 1, 2, 3 pieces of paper that I can use for this squash book. Okay, great. Now for the cover. You do want to get some cardboard. Oh, Ms. Romano, I don't have any cardboard. Yes, you do. This is last night's vegetables. This is some nice juicy cardboard. Oh, but Ms. Romano, I don't want some carrot pictures on my cover. Maybe you do. I don't know. But let's say you don't. The easiest way to find out how something is constructed is to deconstruct it. So I'm going to look inside this carrot box and I see where it's put together. Voila. Look at all of this delicious cardboard that I could use for this project or others. All right, so I already went ahead and I cut out a piece of cardboard, a square. And what I did was I put my squash book on top of the cardboard, I traced it, and then I cut it out. So now I have a piece of cardboard that fits on my squash book. I went ahead on another one and I decided to do a little title on it, My May Zen Doodles. Yeah, I like that a lot. And so now I'm going to affix this to my cover of my book. Now, how are you going to do that? Well, you know, you could do that with anything. Right now, I feel inclined to use a stapler, but you can tape it to the book. You can do the rolled up tape version. You can tape around the edges, whatever works for you. I don't know what materials you have at home. And I cut right into that one. I don't care. I think this is really a nice cover, right? I also had my Trader Joe tissue box and it says, I'm there when you're sad. Love tissue. That's going to be my back cover. All right, so I hope you have fun making your cover and putting some pages on the inside. I've only done 1 doodle so far, but that's okay. I can just keep adding to it. I can stop whenever I want. Have fun and enjoy.